Touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is born. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
21. Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
21.
Garoppolo on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Runs through the contact. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This time Jackson will throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
13.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. On first down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. There's Garoppolo to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo over the middle, complete to Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that's complete to Sanders. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
57, Mike 57.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offense in meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick me up. Here we go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go. Hey, Delta. 6. Line.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
11. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down here.
57, Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
57, Mike, 57. Good track.
I got that.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Exit. 57's the Mike.
Lock.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on, QB, come on.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
21. 65.
Check 13.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
14. 49ers 12.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
45-yard line.
Go.
Go, Mike 51.
Now Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.